Just really brutal to lose 1,500 gems from the free-to-play. I've had worse pack one pick ones. What does she even do? Draw a card when a creature you control dies. Make a token. Force Oppo to force everybody to sacrifice 2. She's alright. She needs protection. Leading Edge, great. But yeah, obviously.
The undead make great minions. Loyal and silent.
Yeah, she creates her own blockers. I'm just saying you need more, like, are you really happy on an empty board to play Lili and just make a single 2/2? She's probably under... I'm just reminding myself that planeswalkers need protection. Even Liliana. Bolt Bend, sideboard. Triumph, just super solid. Could absolutely take Triumph. Soren's Thirst, less so. Jaya's Greeting, maybe even better than Triumph. Let's see. Creature or Planeswalker versus creature only Scry 1. Probably creature or Planeswalker is better. Let's take the Triumph. Here's another Triumph. What we want is to find... I'd love to play this Lili, but we need to find black support in order to do that. What's the best card here? Maybe Gideon's Triumph is, but it's just kind of been okay to me. Band Together's is strong, yeah. But it's got a lot of setup cost. Sometimes it's enough just to have the one where you have some death touch, but 2 creatures is often asking a lot. Kind of like the Bloom Hulk. But it is removal. I like Erratic Visionary as well. It's probably Triumph or Band Together, and they're both removal, and Band Together is probably a little better since it's targeted. Narset, what do you do? Maybe not much since you're still here. Narset, top 4 cards. Non-creature, non-land. That's not much of your deck, huh? You can see why that's not really high on the list. I don't think we'll be taking that. The finisher, I talked about at the start of the show. I've come up on it from serviceable to good. Like, it's not great. I still don't think it's great, but it has enough play. When you attack when you attack a planeswalker and they have a creature, I love that you're going to get something out of it. So that's really what brought it up for me. Yeah, Pegasus is probably the strongest card in the pack, but I kind of stopped. I was almost stopping looking at white, but it's early enough that we should just take the strongest card and go with it. Transmutation is also pretty good. Not many auras as removal in the set. So I think it's a question of these two. And I think flying is important enough that I'm willing to take the Trusted Pegasus here. Of course, here is an Epiphany, so that we can start off on a Wooburg. Electromancer, doesn't this... Might be worth trying for this. I think I'm going to take this. That's right, Jim. Welcome. You like the finisher here? As much as I say the finisher is better, I think it's Electromancer or Epiphany here. And Electromancer maybe puts us towards the deck I really want to try, which is red-blue spells. So I'm going to take that. If we don't play Liliana, I want to see what the bots are telling me. And right now they aren't really telling me black. That's the thing. We don't really like that. Thunder Drake is super good. We can take the Thirst, though, if we want to lean back towards Lili. And we have no blue yet. Although if we headed this direction, we might want to. I think the Electromancer is probably playable with even like 5 or so. But yeah, Drake is spells and Thirst is Lili. This is where I wish we had voting going. I know you can click on it, but I can't see voting results. That's not just me, right? Nobody else is... Drake and Thirst. Interesting. A lot of conflicting opinions in chat right now. I think we've identified certainly the baseline pick here. So I think given that we have the Lili, we have to lean towards the black pick. Spark Harvest rewarding us for that. I think we're in the right place. We could take Heartfire, but I think just a solid Herald is better here. We'll get a Heartfire when we can. We could get Lili back. Ultimate Lili and then get her back. That would be the most win-more play of all time. Foul Nui is back in the game. So much has changed. Last time I played, it was Unlimited Edition. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. But what are we playing, if anything, of these? I don't think we're really playing the Ghost form. Probably one of these two. What's the land here? Emergence Zone. Not good enough. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Emergent Zone, the most playable card here, but are we going to? I don't think we... I hate reducing my colors for an effect like that. So I'm actually going to take the Totally Lost. Well, I'll take the Unlikely Aid. Here's another Thirst. Yeah, it looks like we get to play Lili. I don't have any blue yet. I'm just going to skip on the blue now. Let's take Dumb Creature or Dumb Discard Spell. Random Dork. Yeah, Random Dork. Here's a bigger Random Dork. Maybe... I don't even know what our second color is. I shouldn't remove anything yet. I think all we know is that we're black. Karn would be a rare draft, but not really a playable. I'm not seeing much in the realm of playables, though. We could go black-white flyers. It's like Enforcer Griffin is like the best card here. And this is a place where... So we talked about the rare drafting and best of 3, 60% win percentage. The line for taking a rare, an unplayable rare over a common or uncommon is at about 0.5% of game effect. And I think if you have premium uncommons or premium removal, you can actually hit that point, but I don't think we can here, so I'm going to take the gems, the future gems. But yeah, this is a pretty miserable pack 2 pick 1 for us.
I advise that you yield.
Yeah, we're going to give it a shot, Karn. We're not going to give up quite yet. D-Spark. Nice pickup if we want to potentially go black-white. And it's totally possible. Like, I'm not married to any other color except black right now. So let's go ahead and take Despark. Well, how about black-green, find a way to splash white?
Be steadfast in all your ways.
Black-green, find a way to splash white? Boom. Probably just another Herald. Rioters. All right, but we're not splashing that. Sure, 2-drop. This is generally playable. What's this land? Planeswalker fixing. Yeah, blue is open. Kind of missed blue. Maybe it's not too, you know, we can even hedge back towards blue. That's a pretty big sign, isn't it? Get back here, contentious plan. I want you right here. There we go. Right on! Fiddles is happy that they seem to have addressed print runs. To go to blue? I mean, I'm going to take this because it's not too late to get good green splashing. So I'm going to take this.
Impress me, and I may offer my guidance.
Because we may find our way back to a good splash. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't think we're playing that, like, ever. Yeah, most of the splashing in here is 5-color splashing, so if you're splashing at all, you can pick up a random easy splash. Are we ever playing Battalion as a splash card? I don't think so. But we're not really playing anything else here. I don't want a second Tidebearer Giant. So I guess we'll take it, but I'm not expecting to play it. And especially if we're getting into 3 colors, we're never playing Emergence Zone. I hope we don't end up prismiting, but we actually could if we found it, if we think it's that important to get that splash going. Yeah, exactly, Vargan. We take it and hope we don't play it. But if we need to, it's because we have to. This I like in the board for a splashing deck. We could also just take this in the proliferate, though. You want the statue? What does this even do? No. I mean, where's Karn? Yeah, nah. Yeah, I'll take the green card. I would like to be main green if we can find our way there. This feels like it does a whole lot of nothing. Not doing that. I guess we take sideboard naturalize plus. And gosh, are there artifacts we even care about in this set? I don't know. We already have that one. Let's just take this. Ravnica at War. Exile all multicolored permanents. But I think we need this. I'm a little higher on Ashiok than Marshall and Luis are. I think there's enough ways to get it back that it is really just an oppressive kind of win condition if you've got a controlling deck. But Sprout is exactly what we want, and I'm going to pass on that for the major player for our deck. Teferi, though, might be worth a rare draft over, like, you know, Eternal Taskmaster. This is pretty good, though, huh? I guess we take the Taskmaster. I think it might be correct gem-wise to take Teferi, but I'm going to go with the Taskmaster. I think that's really kind of what this deck is looking for, shoring up that 2. That was pretty good against us. What are we even doing? We're trying to splash this. I don't think we actually want... I'm going to put this in the board in hopes that we don't have to play it. Never casting that. We might splash that stuff, though. I don't know how... Oh, Banehound, get out of my life. Excuse me. Probably unlikely to play that as well. Yeah, Toll is solid and fits a good spot in our curve. Doesn't require any splashing. But maybe it's just better to take gems here. We have 19. We're going to get a handful more playables. Yeah, I'm going to take gems. Future gems. Here I like a Reaver or a Spark Reaper. What does that 2 really look like? Kind of don't want to play that if we can help it too. And that makes me want to have the 2-drop Reaver. There's a Sparky we can grab. Nahiri, not splashable enough. I also like Snare Spinner, though. I take Snare Spinner. Davriel seems good for our deck. I wouldn't mind the New Horizons, but... Yeah, maybe we take New Horizons to support the splash over the Davriel. Davriel or New Horizons? It's really about whether we're going to play the Ajani and the D-Spark. And I think putting it that way, I like the Horizons, because Horizons really does give us the ability to splash the white, and it's a pretty important splash. So let's take that. There's another spinner to add to our 2s. We're talking about splashing white, but not white and blue. So I'm going to take another spinner. Maybe we play this, but maybe we just want that out of the board. Kind of a A- out of the board or a C- in the main. That kind of helps splashing. Let's say we're not going to mess with that. Like we could do creature count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 creatures right now. I think I'm going to take the globe. Wrangler is whatever at 2. I actually find this to be fine at 4 because of the way the format plays. So we're going to take a flyer. Would not have predicted I would like this card when I first saw it, but having played the format, I like it a lot more. Easy Shriek Diver here. That Toll came all the way back anyway, and I'll take it over this Heartfire. And here's another dude. We can play if we need to. Yeah. Wow. Not a bad final pick. I need 5 cuts from here. Everything we're splashing with can splash the Triumph, but I think we should just... we don't have a ton... Like, if we cut our red and our blue, then we can just splash the white with a little actual planes. So I think we'll fix the land in a bit. I'm going to use the restroom again, and you're going to figure out our final 3 cuts, or what thing I cut that I should be putting back in. I'll be right back. Okie doke. Let's see. Two hippos and the courage is one of the things suggested. I like cutting courage. Yeah, I like cutting courage. I don't think we're proliferating enough for that. What are the hippos? Oh, these, yeah. Too many of those. What does that put us? I'm not giving up on the Silver Wing. If our opponent shows us, like, no Planeswalkers, then we'll cut the Silver Wing, but this is a Planeswalker killer. Second snare spinner. I will swap a snare spinner for like a second dorky behemoth when the matchup again, I'm going to start on the assumption that they're going to attack our planeswalker with flying, our planeswalkers with flying, and that we need to attack theirs with ours. So I really like these Spare Snare, I can't say it, but Snare Spinner and Saheeli's Silverwing are two cards that I would be unimpressed with in a lot of other formats, but they both impress me for what's going on in this one. Yeah, Globe could be cut. It's true. What are we splashing on? If not, we have Prowler, Horizons, and then whatever planes we put in, but we're only splashing the D-Spark and the Ajani. Yeah, so we probably don't need that. I like that. Let's do that and that. Oh yeah, Death Sprout also fixed. That's a great point. So then we go down to 1 planes, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sources of white. Is 4 enough? We could go to 5 if we wanted. You like Prismite over even just like a Duskmantle Operative? Yeah, Opportunist I'm going to leave in. I want to try that, see if we get there. And I think I like... I don't think I like the Prismite. I don't think we need the Prismite. I think we could even add a second Plains if we wanted. But we don't even... It's okay to have 4. 4 sources. Is Pegasus worth a splash? Maybe. If we do, we definitely need another plane. Yeah, let's take a look at that. I kind of like that. Let's go back to thinking about Pegasus. What does that do for our creature numbers? 14. Question is, what is Pegasus lifting up? I guess Behemoths? That's not bad. Yeah, I'm down with playing a Pegasus. It strains our mana a little bit. We could do it like that, though. Vaporkin asks, how does the Silverwing kill Planeswalkers? By attacking them, right? I mean, if Oppo does not have flying defenses, a two power flyer is just incredible. Baited? What do you mean? Am I getting trolled, but I'm too dumb to notice? That would not be the first time that's happened. However, I don't think so. And together, solid. Too big a splash? What do you mean? Like we need to cut a planes? Oh, that just adding the Pegasus is too oppressive. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, we could do that too. I just wanted to look at it. And I think you might be right though. I don't know if Pegasus is worth it. Well, I'm not even sure what we'd cut. I think I want to start here. 7 on Double Thirst is maybe a little reckless, but we have Prowler and New Horizons to get the extra black. But nah, there's enough. I think we just got to do it this way. Because this is double black and is fixing as well, you know, for the splash. So let's do this, I think. And then... Oops. That's not how equations work, Ryan. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the Lili double black, but I am worried about Soren's Thirst double black especially. Okay, let's give this a shot. Oh, also, you know, I was thinking in terms of rare drafting, but this is the paid account where we don't really have to think about that. I didn't... In fact, let me update this stuff. Two Thirsts, Lili, and the kill spell. Right on. Looks fine. TLA in that context means true love always. At least when I was in middle school, it did. I'm going to offer the Opportunist, because I would take it before they have anything to proliferate. It actually kind of tells me something about that they let that go, so I'm going to go ahead and kill this now. Thirst doesn't hit a ton of things, so it's not removal that I'm like trying to save for the sweet spot or whatever. Curious to see what they take here. A pretty decent spot either way. Hello, Harold. I'm not going to trade our Opportunist for a 1-1, obviously, so no attacks here.
Let's get started.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm going to come at the Wanderer.
That was foolish.
Do we learn anything about the Wanderer from the voice acting? Do we know who the Wanderer is? That makes sense. The Wanderer is Emrakul. Yep. Nailed it. Well, don't know what could be more obvious than Oppo leaving 2 open. The question is, what are they leaving open? Is it the indestructible instant? Hexproof indestructible? Or maybe just hexproof, yeah. Well, is this an instant? Yeah, it's an instant, so I guess we get to... Soon this is going to start going. I'm still going to attack the Wanderer with the Herald, and they can trade if they want, or... I mean, if they tap out, I get to respond with Death Sprout, so... That card's amazing. But with that on the stack, we're going to go ahead and take it out right now. I didn't want to let the other island, you know, let another land come down and shields go back up. Well, it's kind of funny. We have inevitability such that they got to use removal on a vampire opportunist at some point. Or we'll just drain him out. Let's see. We'll find out if they have counters, I guess. No? No counters. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna do this until it lets me attack. There we go.
When I'm beat, I'm beat.
Ooh, what you got, Oppo? What you got? Fair enough. We got a counterspell, but no 1/1 token. That's sad. We didn't end up with any card draw. We could... I don't know why. I guess I play land. We have an opportunist. We're trying to... We make it to the point where we can opportunist and cast something we draw. Like, we can opportunist and cast a 2-drop right now, or cast a 3-drop even. Yes, this is the roof of Bolus's citadel, I believe. New Horizons, we will throw on a swamp and counter up the Shriek Diver. Opportunist still can't... Still can't block, or still can't attack into this if we had it 3-2, so... Oh yeah, is there stuff to knock off? I don't know. I'll go do that in a second. Oh, we get a free attack. Well... There's attacker blocker stuff that actually makes me want to just leave the opportunist back here. There is destroyed attacker blocker, like in white, the Gideons, whatever, and this is actually a real problem for Oppo, so I'm just not going to put it at risk. There we go, blew up the whole thing. Boy, that took a lot of work. Maybe we'll activate this twice in the same turn. That would be something else. Threatening lethal-ish. We're almost to 2 activations on that, but Oppo was done. Okay. I gotta actually try and remember what Oppo is actually doing. Oh, look, I get to... Yeah, they're Esper. Thanks to my replay up there. Esper with control the elements. I think I run it back. Do we see anything for this? I'm going to run it back. I didn't quite see anything that leapt out at me as an improvement against Esper. Maybe, did I take flying removal for the board? No, we didn't end up taking that, did we? I'm mulligan that. Pretty good 6. Find some land. That is not land. Alright, thank you for the sub. Why did that not give you a rat burglar? I gotta figure out that. That should have given you a rat burglar for a sub. Here.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rat burglar.
Oh, I should have led with the swamp in case we want a Soren's Thirst, but I'm figuring we're gonna not be thirsting on 2. Let's get to battlefield view here. Wow. Wrecked. We still got plays, but see ya, Lili. Friends of the Table is sweet. Yeah, I probably don't have the bandwidth for another podcast, but always happy to hear of good stuff that's out there. I'm gonna go Reaver here. Huh. Wonder why they thought the thirst was more important. I mean, if they can see the top of my library and just know that I'm stuck on land, that's one thing, but we get unstuck. Maybe they have, they might have the counter spell, so they're just planning on countering Lili on the way down. But we'll attack here. No pause, suggesting they don't have the counter spell. I guess we keep throwing stuff out. Lissads. And now we have no attacks, so we're waiting on land. Pretty glad to not be just stone dead, stuck on 2 land on turn whatever we're on. Yeah, planes off the top would be sick. Sick, sick, sick. Ha! Guess what's sick? All right, now we feel like they have not shown counter pauses to here, so we're going to give it a try. Gotta give it a try. Yes!
You realize I do not stand alone.
No, you don't, which is good for you.
Light shall always conquer darkness.
How attacky are we? We're still not very attacky. I'm just going to say no attacks and sit back. Understandable.
Taste, but one that grows no sweeter.
I'm okay with that too. We only have attacks if we're willing to give up the Reaver for a token, and that only gets us in an extra 2 we get 4 damage in with that play. And they're down a token. They don't have vigilance. But they still might go to the face. Let's see what's on top of their library. So they're getting land, and the one they're missing. I'm going to do it. We lose the Reaver here, but it's already done good stuff, and this gets them down to 11 if they want to make this trade. Love to see a swamp, obviously setting up future Lili. But we have Despark as well. Nothing to really hit with it yet, but oh no, we can exile Herald. That seems solid, right? Exile Herald, attack with everything. Back-to-back desparkings. But we're in a better spot here. We could go for Reaping, but I'm just gonna... Or yeah, sparking the Reaper. They've got mana up. I'm just gonna drop a Behemoth. Or try to. There's been a lot of pauses, but they haven't really done anything. Still kind of waiting for something to happen there. I guess Spark Reaper has a sacrifice ability, so that's what keeps pausing it as long as they have the mana.
The only companion I need is my blade. So that farewell.
These are actually the interesting spots that are going to come up a lot in this format, I think. We have the ability to just go straight at the face here and ignore the Wanderer. We could even Spark Harvest the Reaper, go to the face, bring him to 1, and then what are they realistically going to do, right? And we don't have anything else for the Wanderer to get right now anyway, if we don't play the Behemoth. So I'm going to spark... I'm going to do that. I'm going to spark the Reaper and just put him at 1. They agree that that was the right play. Rock has rhymed hippopotamus and bottomless and is going to get a 3-minute timeout. No, I'll let you do that. Yeah, that wasn't didn't look like the best opposing deck ever, but had some stuff. I'll be happy when we have profit, Stratic. Or I'll be happy when I have finished a War of the Spark event in which I win more than I lose. How about that as just a baseline starting goal? Oh, I know. I can be a little cranky, though. Losing sucks. I think 3 colors is extremely viable. In fact, the weird thing about War of the Spark is that 5 colors is about equally viable as 3 is if you're base green. I'm not going to mulligan. We have a Sorin's Thirst for their early play. We'll find some green. This will be fine. This will be fine. You'll see. Yeah, we don't want to let sample size muck with our perception of how good splashing is here or whatever. We need to just stick to our baseline understanding that the past has given us about what you need to splash something, right? Just know your sources, count your sources, and follow the rules of old. I did do a pre-release. I talked about it at the top of the show, and you can catch the full story on the VOD, but I really went, I went 0-2 drop, went 1-4 in games on the day, and I left when I realized that I knew exactly how my deck was going to play out every time. I was either going to find Bantu and win with it, or not find Bantu and lose, and that seemed super uninteresting to me, so I left. We're going to go ahead and bluff attack. This is kind of a free attack. We'll either take the damage or thirst up the profit, whatever they want to do. We're now telegraphed for a thirst. Looks like Oppo's going to play around that, but it's not like they're not going to play 2 toughness creatures if they have them, and we'll be happy to take that out. Oh, well, also happy to have them miss a little bit. I almost played the forest because there's this natural inclination to want an even amount of your land, but if I'd done that, we would not be able to thirst in Taskmaster, so I'm glad I caught that. I'm going to attack first here though. There's a target. Feeling thirsty. Oppo looks to have the deck that I would like to draft. I think the spells deck looks super interesting. Here we get a free attack. They'll probably start blocking now that they've seen the thirst leave our hand. Maybe not. I don't care. Expecting Oppo to hit blue, and then things get a little complicated. That's kind of blue. Taskmaster's amazing. I'd play this without the second clause. We have played this without that second clause. Second clause makes it insane. I think we took this over a rare draft possibility. Granted, this is the paid account, so it's not as pressing, but That's how much I respect it. I do not respect the assault team very much, but it can usually trade for something. Almost has to trade for one of our behemoths here, so we'll give that option up. Although I may even... Yeah, whatever. We're going to attack with everything. If they somehow want to take out the Taskmaster rather than behemoths, that's their death. Play that, and we'll pretend we have maybe something up here. Yeah, Sane Mantis, you're gonna have a lot better, more cohesive spells matter decks in draft than in sealed in general. Although sometimes sealed, you know, just delivers it to you on a platter, and you say thank you. Interesting, Rocky. Probably sample size too, but Rocky was saying trying to be good about rare drafting and draft results have actually improved, and Rocky's thinking that maybe because they think more about draft picks than when they essentially had more of them to work with. Might be part of it. Probably just sample size though. I mean, obviously your deck conceptually gets worse through rare drafting. Alright, that thing's getting big, but they're still getting pretty dead, so I'm not worried. I still think they have to block... I mean, they have a forced block on the Behemoth, and right now everything else is still lethal, so they need something off of this mountain. Maybe they can do the... Oh, and this only makes two of any... So they need, like, Soren's Thirst here, or... Alright, now they got two blockers, but again, looks very good for us. They may be able to say, okay, we're going to chump the Behemoth and eat something else, but we get the Taskmaster bringing back our other 5/4, so we're just going to be relentless about our swing-aways here. Although, let's see, if I don't attack with the Prowler, we can recast the Behemoth this turn. That might actually be worth it, to recast the Behemoth. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave back the Prowler to recast Behemoth. Because we don't have lethal. Ral plus Endgame and Enter the God Eternals. That sounds strong. You can just blow up, Oppo. That's fine if you just want to blow up. That's not blowing up. That's pretty good. Prophet now fully blocks a Behemoth. But that's pretty great for us. We're going to show him.
I will teach you humility.
Parhelion 2 looked really good in sealed, and you need to have a plan around it if you're going to play it in draft. But it seemed strong enough, and the format seems grindy enough that I'm sure it has some homes.
With me.
I think they're trying to go chump, chump, eat somehow, and yeah, chump, chump, eat gives some sort of play for next turn. Seems like we got this. I guess they could make all of my creatures punch themselves. That would do it. That would. And they could even kill Ajani. So I guess that's a sweeper that would get it done. Prowler has Death Touch, so it would punch itself Death Touchily. Yeah. When Leyline Prowler's older brother's like, why he said what? Oh, he's dead. Sorry, Mom. I made brother kill himself. Spells matter. Do we have anything that hits the graveyard? Can we empty their graveyard? I guess Return to Nature does. That could matter. Could get them with that. Do we see anything for the other side of this? Didn't show much flying. Maybe try that. Since they're counting stuff in the graveyard, it's a little fancy play syndrome and it's pretty narrow, but that third mode, I think, could really surprise them and maybe get them. Maybe just put one of those in, though. Put this back in. Yeah, maybe I'll wait till they show me something for the enchantment artifact side. I'll just put a dork in. I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Anthor. Opponent goes first. I'm gonna keep. It's not great, but I hate mulliganing. You need some luck. You need to find your colors. Hey, we found our colors. Found a little luck. Franco. I want to reach out and kill Krenko, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen, so we should prepare for attacking and killing it. I guess that's just what we were going to do anyway. Don't kill the Prowler. Don't kill the Prowler. Don't kill the Prowler. Please don't kill the Prowler. Please. Please don't kill the Prowler. We need the Prowler. I keep messing up Turret Ogre and the 4-3 for 3 that can't attack alone. Because they have the same weird 4-3 stat. I gotta remember that. Now I'm just gonna play the Dread Horde. Keep up... I guess I could have played the Behemoth, but I like having a Prowler threatening the Krenko anyway. Yeah, this looks a lot like a Crunch to me. Yeah, I forget about its lifelink. We could Behemoth on the ground, but I'm wanting to dive in the air now. Ground's kind of gummed up. Let's see what we can do in the air. Oh! Like, suicide him in. Sorry, folks. Punt it up. Let me see the punt emotes. I'm just not used to red reach. I think that might be the last time I make that mistake. I did that last week, too. Hopefully that's my last time attacking into a Turret Ogre. No, NFL level punts are thoughtful, strategic plays made by the best players in the game. That was not a thoughtful, strategic play made by the best players in the game. Well, actually, punters aren't the best players in the game, but they're the best punters in the game. Let's see. Herald can't do anything. Invading Manticore doesn't. Yeah, we just play out a Behemoth, I guess. Yeah, stupid Harpooner. Like, Harpooner's at least green and has reach. I need to get my head around red creatures with reach. I even looked at it, right? I spent 3 minutes talking about it and then attacked into it. All right. Last time, though, we're going to try that. I'm really going to look at this Turret Ogre, Ryan. Turret Ogre has reach. You can't attack into it with flyers, Ryan. It blocks them. Remember that? Okay. There it is. Last time. I hope you're right, red and black.
Mowu's Bach is much cuter than his bite.
There have been a handful. There was like a 4-2 with reach. Here's my chance. I have another flyer. Yeah, Mau is beating like, but we'll be all right. This is a little more worrisome. I was going to play this and take it, but we'll go ahead and wait because we're about to get attacked by a lot of stuff. It's not a scoop yet. Maybe is the trample enough? Well, because only this has trample inherently, right? Nothing else just has trample. But Krenko getting huge and attacking, well, it won't get huge, right? It'll be a 3/3. Although they could sequence Jiang on Krenko, then God Eternal, then attack, and then Krenko's attacking for 5.
I will help you through this.
But they're not, like, indestructible, right? I mean, this is alright. We'll be fine. Let's see. Can we kill anything else? Can't go with anything but the Prowler if we do that. We could go... Krenko and... Or sorry, Herald and 1/1 on the 4, and then... That there. Here, this is what I'm trying to get to. Like there, and then we take a whole bunch. I got 1 timeout. I'm going to let that happen here. Probably have to put the Prowler in front of something. So in that case, so since we have to do that with the Prowler anyway, let's do this. This, and like this. We're just going to take Mowu for 10. I guess we could kill it though, huh? Oh, man. Stupid timer. Darn it. I just had to do it. I guess I like getting Mowu, but that's not how I wanted this to go, obviously. Yes. As far as hasty timer plays go, we could have actually done a lot worse. But I still think we're just dead. Yeah, this needed to die. Nope. So actually kind of red-green god. So we really love this toll. We hope to find a god with that. Probably need to bring in... I don't have counters. That was last game. Triumph, Return in Nature. Do we see anything yet for the Return in Nature? Not really. I think that's how it works, right? Like the God clause that allows it to come back and again is only when it leaves the battlefield, right? I have to look it up. Somebody tell me that. Does this get rid of a dead god forever? It does? Alright, so we should probably bring it in. Maybe even cut a thirst. That seems to be good targets for the thirst. Sometimes it does. I'm willing to run this just in case. You can't really beat it if it attacks if it hits twice. I'm just gonna take the behemoth, although the behemoth was all right. Still, I think it's our. I'm gonna do that. Well, we've got it in there now. We'll see if it works us over or not. Yeah, we can keep that. And it works. It's only when it dies or is exiled from from the battlefield. Okay, let's see. No need to initiate. I'm going to attack with the spinner, though. Shriek Diver. Hey, Bermensch, we are tied up in our second game. We're up 1-0. Unless I screwed up my win-loss record, but I think we're right. I think we're 1-0 in the second match, right? And we'll attack with a spinner. If they want to race, I think we can do fine in this race. And we're not going to block, obviously, with the first strike, but we have a better racing table than they do. And we have Soren's Thirst to help with that race. This is second draft. I don't know what we learned in the first draft. I think it was a reminder that you can't play a bunch of planeswalkers and 10 creatures unless you really have the removal to, like, make sure that if you're playing defenseless planeswalkers that you have the deck to support that. I don't feel like we did. And we ended up going and cutting some of the walkers to solve that. I'll just keep attacking with a flyer. Leave everything else back. We've got Snare Spinner plus Herald on Bloomhulk for a 1-for-1 if nothing changes. And we have at least one Soren's Thirst to help out with that as well. Curious to see where this card ends up in the format. Seeing 4/4s for 4 at common with upside still kind of blows my mind. But then I think back to something like the Baloth from Dominaria, which was also a 4/4 for 4 with upside, and it didn't really have a home. It wasn't that great. You know, the format was so grindy that you needed things that were super inevitable. But maybe the synergy with Proliferate is enough here to such that even if a 4/4/4 doesn't get it done in the format, that it has synergies to help. Turret Ogre has reach, everybody. It has reach. You don't want to attack your flyers into a Turret Ogre, because even though it's a red 4/3, it totally has reach. And it has a second ability that I clearly did not even ever read. Might send it in again just to thirst it, but probably not. We'll stay back. Yeah, we'll cast this dude instead. Swordsman asks, what are your thoughts on creature-focused removal versus cards like Price of Betrayal in your main deck versus sideboard? I think Price of Betrayal is more your sideboard. I mean, obviously you're going to always play all of your creature-based removal, right? Like, that's not really the question. The question is, I see it as, is Price of Betrayal main deckable? And I don't like it as a main deck card because we're in draft now, and some people are just going to draft 0 planeswalkers. So if they're not doing a mass and not doing planeswalkers, it's like a dead card. And the problem with using a card and mana as a one-shot to take out a planeswalker is that Oppo is almost certainly...
Orcs will make a nice food. Pirates and I get along because we're both cutthroats.
Yeah, it's like even if you get something, they've probably got something out of their planeswalker. So I like trying to get planeswalkers with creature-based attacking if I can. Probably 3 is definitely too many, and 2 is on the edge depending on your removal situation and your commitment to black. Let's just tick up Lili.
Let us march into battle and make new comrades. Good help is easy to find in war.
If they showed something like Lili, then maybe you bring in pinpoint planeswalker removal, but I don't like main decking pinpoint planeswalker removal, no. Make sure they've got a rare or mythic one that you really want to get. I don't know. Discuss. Should I have minused? I like minusing after we laptop Reaver and we can get our 2 sacrifices for almost no cost whatsoever. They might get into panic mode about Lili here, and we've got good blocks. Yeah, that's just a regular zombie. It's not even an army. They're not showing any flyers, though. It's red-green. I'm just going to block with like this.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
If you see an assassin coming for you, that's a bad assassin.
Okay, so now we have Death Sprout and Reaver, so we get to really muck them up here. Sorry, Hanthor. I feel ya. We're gonna go Reaver to start. Then now I'm gonna do the sack.
You would be more useful in the grave.
Some say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar.
Thank you for the sub. One of theirs is pretty obvious in this assassin token, but everything else, probably assassin token and burning prophet, just their smallest stuff. But then we can have death sprout ready, and that's pretty powerful. Find our splash.
Waste not, I'll find a use for you later.
Ooh. Taskmaster means Death Sprout would not be castable. And I like Death Sprout on instant in case they get frisky over there. So we're just going to... Well, we could also... I could Death Sprout the Turret Ogre and dive Vraska. But I don't know if Vraska's even doing that much here. Do we care about Vraska? I'm going to sit behind these powerful spells and this powerful Planeswalker. Oppo trying to figure out how to get out of this Liliana-based mess they are in. Two creatures, just looking at for Taskmaster purposes. Oh, that's an A. Lily's an A. I mean, for 6 mana, you're getting a Planeswalker that protects herself, a static Midnight Reaper ability, and if you can untap with her, you've probably made a token and then are set to just really go to work. Anything that changes? Not really. Probably Death Sprouting on their end step.
Show us you're alive.
I think we will take out the Turret Ogre here so that our flyers can attack.
I adore an audience.
And yeah, I'm even gonna that gets us another. Now we have 2 Sorin's Thirsts online. Nothing here has reach, right? Right.
Ow! That hurt.
No, up on Lily.
Smelly, but effective.
Now we're in a spot where the devil kind of gets the Shriek Diver almost no matter what. But then we get to minus Lily if we want, potentially. It might just win us the game. We are splashing the black-white 4 CMC exile removal spell and Ajani. That's gonna probably eat a thirst. Yeah, we saw that coming. Well, I don't know. I certainly liked reducing Tybalt and not getting another one of those tokens, but let's go... Actually, you know what? Let's just... since they didn't attack with the devil, let's just thirst this thing. It's the devil that was gonna surely kill our Shriek Diver. Now at least we get another turn with our Shriek Diver, which I like. Spark Harvest, you say? I think we can nearly kill him here. They only get one creature at the end of this. Let's start with Soren's Thirst on a thing we can thirst. If we minus Lili, we can clear their whole team. We lose our diver, and then we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We attack for 9? Yeah. I'm tempted to just minus Lili because it's so good here, but we can just keep plussing for another turn at least.
Rise!
Stop that. Don't do that. All right. Tybalt. Do we care about either of these? They showed enough proliferate that I think we do want to take out these walkers while we can. I'm going to actually take out Tybalt now.
New tortures are needed.
And then let's just Spark Harvest. Heck, we can even Spark Harvest a zombie if we wanted to draw a card. Nah. I think we just pay the mana. Playing this a bit conservatively, I think we could be more aggressive than I'm being here. We might just be letting them find their god or whatever. I'm gonna get more aggressive, especially now we can minus Lili and keep her alive. That's great. Well, this is any target, so it actually does kill Lili to minus and let the devil go.
Oppose me and be reduced to rubble. Brought this upon you.
I've learned much from your death.
That flyer's tougher to kill even. So yeah, we could minus and even get in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think we just win if we minus, so let's do that. We go Leyline, Silver, Turret Ogre coming. If they have something, we don't win, but I think we just win with this line, so that's what I'm going for. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Wait. They do get another chumper, so hold on. Glad I remembered that. Because we minus, and then they still end up with a chump block. And they're not dead, but then they're also completely out of creatures, so it might still be worth it, because they have to chump, right? It's a forced block. And then we have, well, we're not giving up Lili. Oh, yes, we would, like, how are we losing if we don't... I'm doing it. We got it.
I do love a good
I'm
death
doing
wail.
this.
I will rise again. Death.
I just don't think we can lose from this. I just don't. And if I'm wrong, it'll be quite the magic lesson, I guess. Oh, we even get something back. Let's get a hasty flyer. We've got New Horizons, so if they're splashing a sweeper, we could laugh at that. But I mean, how can I play around that? How can I play around if there's a red sweeper that I'm not thinking about?
I'll squash you like a roach.
That's probably important. Like, also we saw the top and we knew they were drawing a turret ogre, so yeah, I think we got this one. I'm such a good player that when I resolve Liliana and she sticks around for 7 turns, I win. All right, all right. Well, 2-0 is a nice start. But that does put us at least 2 matches away from this event ending, and I'm a good hour and 15 minutes past my normal stop time. So, and we got our first gem result from traditional draft locked up. So yeah, I think I'm going to wind down here, and we'll come back tomorrow, finish off this Lili draft, and then do another one on the free-to-play account.